Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you my ever-growing Hobonichi collection that I've amassed in the past 3 years. Starting off with my weeks. So as you can see, I have 5 weeks in the past 3 years. So for 2022 and for 2023, I have used 2 weeks at a time. But for next year, I practiced self-control and I only got 1. I always offer these bow and tie Chinese zodiac designs because I think they're really pretty and I like continuity. So for the next year, I got the rabbit cover, and then for next year, I'm using the seahorse design bow and tie weeks. I'll be showing you how I've used this one from 2022. It's the forest tiger bow and tie weeks. I think it's one of the most prettiest designs with the embroidery. It's very intricate. So I've used this one for creative journaling. I put a lot of stickers and some tickets from when I went to museums. I write about what happened in my day and a summary of the week on the right. So that's my Forest Tiger weeks, and then I have this Yuki Fujisawa Dreamscape weeks. I really like the effect. So for this one, I decided to use blue ink, and because as its name states, Dreamscape, I use this for my bucket list and also for prose writing. I would write down my thoughts at the end of the week, and I really love the design, the lace. It's quite iridescent and I love it. It's one of the more unique weeks that I've seen. Moving on to this year, of course, I got the bunnies weeks. I'm always getting the Chinese zodiac designs. I think they did a good job with the bunnies design and the blue color in the background, and the bunnies with the clover leaves too, with the bow tie. I think it's really cute. I use that for functional planning. And then I have this one. It's the Tale of Confectionaries by Shibata Zeshin. I plan to use this for studying Japanese because of its design on the outside. Apparently, I haven't used it that much. I've only added a hiragana and katakana chart at the back. And finally, for next year, I'm gonna use this one, the Tiny Dragons cover. And since I've noticed I have trouble keeping up with 2 weeks at a time, I'm finally just using 1. And it now completes 3 years of the Chinese Zodiac series of the bow and tie weeks. I really hope that Hobonichi continues with this series because I really love it and I hope to keep continuing it every year. So these are my weeks. We now move on to my other techos. The A6 original. These are my main techo books that I use daily. I use my A6 original in Japanese for creative journaling. I write about my day. Sometimes I write about my thoughts, reflections, and even my prayers. And this is from last year. It's quite chunky, and I've put it back in its original plastic packaging. And that's how I plan to store it. This, as I mentioned, the Tomitaro Makino cover, and this is my current 2023 A6 original. It's not as chunky as I'd like it to be. And that's because I've skipped a lot of days this year I wasn't able to consistently fill in on each day because I got busier, and you know how it gets harder to journal every day. I used a lot more stickers this year, so there's still a bit of chunk, and then I'm using this pencil board at the moment. I really love this cover though. It's one of my favorites. As you can see, last year it's really chunky. I wrote in it every day. However, I have difficulty this year of doing that every single day. And then of course I have here ready with me my 2024 A6 original, again in Japanese. It's also a Monday start, as I always get Monday start. I've never used one that started in Sundays. So I'm just gonna put these aside so we can take a look at my A6 covers collection. So here are my A6 covers, starting off with this one. It's a collaboration piece with the Tokyo National Museum. It's a painting done by the famous Japanese painter Hokusai. And then we move on to the next one. It's my camp cover from Hobonichi 2021, if I'm not mistaken. This is one of my sought after covers that I really wanted to get, even though it was already released a few years earlier. I looked for it on Amazon Japan and was lucky enough to find one. And then we have here the Tender Hearts cover, released last year. I like the red ribbon. And then finally my Ochitsuke cover, which is also one of my unicorn covers. I was lucky enough to see it on sale. It was pre-loved. So these are my 4 A6 covers, aside from the one that I'm using right now, which is the Tomitaro Makino cover. So I have 5 in total. I used to have 6. The other one is the Dreamy Soda Colors cover, which is actually my very first cover, but I've since then sold it to someone else. Perhaps it's a better view if I fold it. So this is what these covers look like when in use. I really love each one of my covers. I think I have a general aesthetic. I usually go for the covers that reflect Japanese aesthetic. And I really like neutral colors, aside from this Hokusai painting one. So there we go. Let's now move on to my next techo book. I also have a 5-year techo, which I began using in 2022. I think I just got it in December of that year. It was already kind of late, but I filled it in, so that was good. Now I'm on my year 2, and so far it has been the techo that I've been enjoying the most. It's definitely worth keeping a 5-year journal, and it's really fun reading about the past years. Additionally, the size is not that intimidating, and it's quite easy to fill in every day. And then I have my haunts. I have 2. This A6 one from this year, I chose the bunnies design. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to use it that much, but now I have this Cats and Me cousin size Han. It's my very first cousin size and I'm looking forward to using it for next year. It's quite thicker and a lot bigger, heavier even than I thought, but I'm really looking forward to using it next year. It even has this black cat on the ear, which I take to be good luck, because apparently it's good luck in Japan. Black cats are considered good luck. And then I have here my two Malia Kent zip covers. This is the Malia Kent mauve tweed covers from last year. I think it's just such a beautiful, beautiful design. The week's cover, I just got this recently. I ordered it along with my 2024 lineup. But for this one, I got this last year, and I'm just gonna show you what the inside looks like. So the inside is made of natural leather, which I really appreciate. I like the nude color. And it also has several pockets and this pen loop. It has a lot of space on the inside and even has that pocket on the side. Although for the bookmark, I find that it can get tangled up with the zipper, which is not cool. For my week's zip cover, I plan to use it with this one with my 2024 weeks. I think the navy blue, the dark blue color matches it. Moving on, here are my drawer pouches, so I only have 3. I got each of them at different times, and actually the most recent one that I got is this one, the tweed drawer pouch, lame tweed. And then this one was the one that I got before that. It's in the same design. I really like the lame tweed design. And then I also have this cactus bow and tie drawer pouch. I just keep them in these plastic bags just to keep them clean, because I don't want to ruin the exterior. But yeah, I have to admit, I don't really use my drawer pouches really often, as much as I'd like to. And finally, we have here some Hobonichi accessories and various items. I have here the Tokyo Tower bookmark. And then I have a railway map of the Tokyo subway. I have the Scandinavian calendar featuring various photos. And then I have this Shibata Zeshin postcard set. So these are all my Hobonichi accessories. Well, actually not all. I wasn't able to show you my other items, such as the Ochitsuke mug and my pencil boards. So every year I get at least 2 boxes. This is the 2024 yellow box for next year. I'm placed an order for October 1 for the One Piece covers, so I'll be getting another one soon. I always keep my boxes and I use them to store the past tetros that I have and other items. I always use it to store things, and this is the 2023 box. So actually they are the same size as this yellow one. I thought it was smaller at first, but it's actually the same. There we go. I also had 2 of those last year. And then I also have the pink one from 2022. It was my first Hobonichi box. It was the first time that I started using Hobonichi. So my collection spans these 3 years,